So welcome back to the 3 Miles MC. We are today back on the ring road in Iceland, and we will make our way on the ring road today south, because the weather is horrendous here. It's so windy, it's so rainy. I'm already completely wet, even though I have rain gear on, because I already got wet when putting on the rain gear. Also, one of my suitcases broke, which is just a shame. Okay, already up to a bad start. The locking mechanism of my suitcase just broke. And I now tried to fix it with duct tape and one of those straps. Yeah, I hope it's fine. So, our goal for today is also the Glacier Lagoon. That's our first goal, and we will now make our way there. I'm still really tired from yesterday. Also because I worked during the night, I tried to save all the data, which is a bit more difficult now, because I'm trying to up the production quality of my videos. I'm now shooting in 2.7K and 24 FPS to just get a better picture, better motion blur, better everything basically, and more possibility in post-production, and for maybe also content for other platforms and so on. So yeah, by the way, the link to all my other socials is down in the description. So yeah, the Glacier Lagoon. Oh no 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 no! Oh, my bag with all the important stuff in it just opened up. The Glacier Lagoon was recommended to me by someone on a camping ground, and they said that it's the most beautiful thing they have seen on their trip through Iceland. So I definitely want to check it out. It's supposed to have loads of little icebergs in this lagoon, and it's supposed to be really beautiful. I don't know yet if they offer boat tours and how they do it, because I was busy on the laptop last night, so I didn't have time to Google that yet. Yeah. Also, apart from that, everything is in a bit of a bad condition. The bike is still dirty. I am wet. My bank account is in shambles after having to take a hotel last night. So, yeah. It is a lagoon that was created by a glacier in the past 100 years, because this glacier is melting quite fast, and over the past 100 years this lagoon was created. So let me show you around.
You and I should be together while worlds do us apart, but the way I feel won't get me through the night. You and I must be together as shadows do collide. Whispers and tongues, your dressing gown awaits for your return. You and I will fall 100 floors to embrace God's honest truth. You and I, you and together, you can see it in the stars. You and I will burn in funeral pyres of the past and become anew.
So the Glacier Lagoon was really beautiful. Was really amazing. I love to see all the icebergs and the glacier. It was really a one-in-a-lifetime experience, and I really liked it. Even though I was really skeptical of the speedboat, because that scared me a bit. Oh, with this horrendous weather, everything is really harder. something is up with the microphone. I'm doing this recording now the third time. The wind is really strong. We're facing like 70-kilometer winds from the side. That was much worse earlier. Now we're driving towards the wind. Like, the cameras don't really charge, my phone don't really charge. It's kind of a mess all at the moment, and those are the moments where you sometimes ask yourself, why am I even doing this? Because sometimes this is just not fun, and this is one of those moments. I know that most of Iceland is really beautiful, so I will try to just make some kilometers now, because we cannot see shit in this weather anyway, and I think we really did well with the lagoon. It was kind of the perfect thing to do for a day like this, because the sunlight actually makes those glaciers and icebergs look less beautiful, because when the rain hits the glaciers it kind of polishes them and gives them this blue color, because from the sunlight they become white. Today is just something up with making these videos. Like, I was earlier trying with a camera's perspective to film the bridge at the Diamond Beach really beautiful, and then my camera was about to die. I still had like 20% left. I tried to record, but then this person in front of me didn't know how to drive their car, and it took them forever to figure out how to park, to get out of a parking spot, and it took so much time that then my camera was out of battery right when I was at the bridge, and just fucking annoying sometimes stuff like this, because it was one of the camera perspectives that requires a bit more effort. So yeah, so we will get on our way now and try to go south. Actually, I do not know what we will do today, if we will go camping or not, because this wind is insane. I'm so wet, my feet hurt, my hands hurt. I don't feel the tips of my fingers really. It's just really bad, and I don't know what to do because the hotels here are so expensive. So yeah, I will need to see what I can do, because this weather is just impossible to work with, kind of.
Right after my microphone got destroyed by the wind, my rucksack tore off my shoulders, so I couldn't wear it anymore. You could say, if it rains, it pours. After strapping down my rucksack on the rear seat, I saw something that looked a lot like a black desert, and I had to check it out, even though I was completely freezing and completely wet and just wanted to get off the road and was so windy, I had to explore this. I tried to resurrect my microphone again, because I was so joyful in this moment that I definitely wanted to share that with you guys, but sadly there was no hope for the microphone. Just look at this incredible view. All this black sand in the distance and this beautiful light blue river flowing through it. This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. It is absolutely unbelievable in my opinion. There were even some little challenges, like going up this hill with the super soft black sand. The sand was as soft as in the Sahara Desert, but with the new tires we made it without a problem. It felt like being on another planet. Slowly, the already really strong wind became stronger and stronger, so strong that I got really scared on the motorcycle and didn't go above 50. I had huge problems holding my lane at first. I often had to put down my feet on the ground and I was really scared. This was actually one of the scariest moments I've ever experienced on a motorcycle, even though it doesn't look this scary. Carefully I started to always lean against the wind to keep the bike in lane. But the problem with that was that sometimes the wind just quickly changed direction and blew with full force from the other direction. It was really tricky. I often had my feet on the ground to balance it out, and I was scared because often I didn't see a car for up to an hour, and I was scared of then crashing and no one being able to help me or being in a really sticky situation really quickly. Also, there was no way in stopping and pulling over because the wind was not getting any less, and I was also not really able to stand the wind while the bike was standing. It was deeply frustrating.
So in this windy condition I made it all the way to a hostel, and sadly due to this condition staying here like this in Iceland, I will have to make a break for one day, and I'm not sure how I will continue with motorcycle camping because it probably rains for quite a lot of days here in Iceland now. The weather report says for the next 14 days. I hope that the wind at least will get less, because there's no chance in building up a tent in 70 to 90 km/h winds, and also riding a motorcycle will be pretty hard, so I'm curious how it will continue. The Safe Travel app for Iceland actually says that this is currently a quite huge storm and says a weather warning to be really careful on the road, and that there's very limited visibility, and also that the wind is just too much of a problem. I mean, you saw the caravan that was pushed off the road by the wind, and also how the wind ripped off my windshield. I think that's just saying enough. I'm actually now in the day break that I took, and actually a lot of stuff is going wrong, and I don't know how this is all happening. Like, my rucksack tear today, the suitcase broke, then loads of issues with the microphone, with the cameras, phone not charging, camera not charging. I had to change hotels because the hotel couldn't let me stay with them anymore, so I had to move for like 12 kilometers, which in this condition made me completely soaking wet again. All my material is wet, and then the bike didn't start. I don't know, I'm kind of on a run of things not going so super well, so I hope that after one day of relaxation I will be back to normal. And yeah, so see you guys in the next episode. My link to my Patreon and my Instagram is down in the description. See you soon.